Hello YouTube. I'm gonna start uploading videos to my channel. It's gonna basically be a dipping channel, and also probably my everyday vlog or whatever. But my life, I would say, in a way, it's kind of entertaining, but in a way, in some ways boring. I mean, everybody's life sometimes boring, every time it's entertaining, but my life, it can be entertaining sometimes. I mean, but anyways, this channel is mainly going to be a dipping channel. Different dips, like suicides, or all that. I just started out on this channel. I plan on uploading more videos. I might stutter a lot, but like I say, I want to start off with a review on a dip that I do every day, and if I can find my can, well, yeah, there it is. My everyday dip is Copenhagen Wintergreen. When I pack it in and put a dip in, I'm gonna explain to you about my life, what I plan on doing with my life. Yeah, basically give you a rundown about how it started, what made me go for Wintergreen, what made me choose Cope instead of Grizzly or Skull or Timberwolf, etc. But yeah, I want to start off with Cope Wintergreen and how I basically feel about it. But it's a new can, fresh, hasn't been cracked. Yeah, go ahead and get it cracked open. But I want to start off by saying my first dipping experience, I would say, wasn't it. I imagine everybody's first dip, or most people's first dip, they threw up all over the place. They got sick to their stomach, got a huge buzz. And, I could say my first experience, it's like I've been dipping for years. I mean, I didn't throw up, I didn't get sick. I just, before I started dipping, I was smoking. I was a smoker. It just happened one day my cousin came over and he had Grizzly Wintergreen, and he asked me if did I want to try it, and I said sure, why not. So I packed a can and threw one in, spit, got a buzz off of it, a nice buzz. But other than that, after that, that's when the ball started rolling. I quit cigarettes, went to dip, because dip is more cheaper, tastes better. Cigarettes, I don't see how. Now I look back, I can't even stand the smell of cigarettes. My nose gets dry. I just don't know why. I think back, I sit there and I think, why did I smoke? I mean, everybody should say, oh, you shouldn't have started. Well, I'm 18. I can choose to dip, smoke, whatever, but I choose to dip because it's less harmless. From what I heard, no one's ever died or anything that from dip. I imagine people got cancer, but I don't think there's any records of anybody dying from smokeless tobacco. But anyways, I'll have to put the camera down real quick to throw a pinch in. Like I say, I'm using my iPhone, and eventually I'm upgrading to a camera, an actual good professional camera. And my cousin's been dipping longer for me. He's been dipping for almost 4 years now, and I've been dipping for almost 2. And those are my pinches, if not a little bit bigger. But yeah, anyways, that's basically how it started. Was Grizzly Wintergreen, a little peer pressuring. I'll say the Coke Wintergreen. When you I crack the can, sometimes I can immediately smell it. The smell, I love the smell. And when I put my fingers in there, get a pinch out, feel the moisture. That's one thing I didn't like about Grizzly. Grizzly was a little bit more drier than Coke. And I dipped Grizzly for almost about 6 months. I don't know how I did it. But turns out Grizzly had more additives in it. And it burned. And there's sometimes where my local convenience stores don't carry my Coke. So I have to go to Grizzly. And when I put Grizzly in, it immediately burning. And that's why my gums are ate up, because that's the first dip I ever done was Grizzly. But Coke, I can put it in one spot for almost like 3 months straight, and it won't. No pain like Grizzly. Grizzly had to constantly switch over and over. My lips used to bleed so bad from Grizzly. Coke, I'm not saying it's the best dip. I'm not saying it's safer than any other dip. That's my personal opinion. But yeah, and I've done Coke Snuff. Coke Snuff, I mean, made me sick. I didn't throw up, but for some reason I got a headache, and I felt like I was coming down sick. My cousin's mom's boyfriend, he's been doing Coke Snuff since he was 12. And he had an extra can laying around, so we took it. And I would say Coke Snuff is the cans are totally different than these. As y'all may know, because most of y'all are watching this, are dippers, some of them are not. But I'm not trying to act like a professional, but the cans don't have the plastic bottoms, they had the cardboard bottoms. And I guess the seals around them are more plastic. Like, when I go to crack it, it's really hard to crack. I mean, you literally have to have a shovel to crack the can open. But I mean, it's weird how they got different cans, like different styling, cardboard, plastic, and somehow like when you go to crack, the plastic just harder to crack. I mean, but I would say Coke, the taste, it leaves me spitting all the time. Like, I had to get good spits, I can build up. Grizzly, I would say about 6 good spits of juice, and after that it was foam. It was white foam, didn't get nothing. So I went through Grizzly a lot. Coke, it leaves more, it lasts longer. I mean, it lingers in my mouth. The taste, it lasts longer. I would say I didn't expect Coke to be cheap as Grizzly. I would expect Coke to be more expensive, since it's one of the first brands that came out with dip, since Coke Snuff was the first dip that ever came out. So I switched to Wintergreen and hopefully one day I'll end up switching it up, because I'm thinking about doing like Coke Southern Blend. And that's another thing with my videos. I plan on doing more dips, like Coke Southern Blend, Coke Whiskey, or Coke Snuff. Grizzly straight, skull. I don't plan on just doing grizzly each video, but grizzly or coat snuff or coat. Sorry about that. Coat wintergreen is my everyday dip. Pouches? No, I don't do pouches. I used to do pouches, but they were grizzly pouches, and that was before I did long cut. And I didn't really like long cut at the time because it was too messy, and I was a little bitch. I mean, I didn't want to get all that little stuff in my mouth. I just wanted to take a pouch out and stick it in. That was it. I won't do pouches if they didn't have my wintergreen, and if I didn't feel like doing grizzly. If they had coat wintergreen pouches, I wouldn't do it because it's a waste of money. They don't long cut. There's more. You can get more of a long cut than pouches. I would have to stick like 4 pouches in just to get what I want out of the pouches. But I would say coat wintergreen. It's one of the nicest dips I've ever done. One of the best dips I've ever done. I've done variety dips. Like I said, I plan on uploading more videos of more dips. It's like 2 in the morning right now, so I kind of stutter more because I'm kind of tired. But I plan on doing more dip reviews, suicides, and exploring more, like having daily vlogs. I'm inspired by Outlaw Dipper. Big shout out to Outlaw Dipper. I watch his videos every day. Every time I watch his videos, I mean, it inspires me to be like him. He's well known on YouTube for a dipper. I got my own dip tower. I'm starting it. I mean, that's not all the cans I've ever did my whole life. If I did, I would have a whole wall full. But I plan on starting my own tower. Eventually, hopefully progress in this channel and entertain people or give you entertainment. It ain't gonna be boring like this first one, but like I say, it's a work in progress. This is my first time. Yeah, like I say, more to come, more dips, more entertainment. And maybe I'll quit spitting in these bottles and go to a mud jug like a real dipper does. But as of right now, coat is what I do every day on the dip. And maybe the next couple, finish them later, the videos, I'll do coat snuff. And like I say, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you think I need to improve or whatever to keep going up on YouTube, let me know. Thanks. Have a good night.